All right, and we are live. Hey guys, this is John. It is Tuesday, May 7th, 2019. Let me mute myself so there is not any echo going on. Hello. Hello to everyone in the Twitch chat. I am streaming this live. I will be posting this to YouTube later if you're watching in the future. Greetings to Hop in the DeLorean in the Twitch chat. We are starting in less than a minute here. 316 title players. You got to be titled to play this tournament. Playing FM WP 2015. Okay, well, let's get this tournament started off right, shall we? I know I'm going to see some Team Scandy emotes in the chat. Rook B1. Okay, I don't know if I faced that move before. That's an interesting one. So looking for B4. I'm just going to play C6. I'm going to let him play B4 and play Queen C7. Sort of a less risky version of the Mises Gambit for white. Let's play Bishop G4. A lot of times white will try to play B5 later. Okay, I'm going to put this bishop on D... let's put it on E7, actually. Yes, thank you, Hop in the DeLorean. I appreciate that. There's the Team Scandy emotes. Bishop F4, yep. I think Queen D8 is fine here. Keep the pin for a moment. I might play Knight D5 in the near future if I can. I feel like that would be a nice move to attack these points. Also B4. So he plays C6. Okay, yeah, I'm strongly considering Knight D5 in this position. He might play bishop back to D2, but looks all right. Let's do it. And if takes, probably take with the C-pawn. Hello to OGs and also Thermus. Greetings. Okay, now, do I let white take on C6, or do I do something else? Sexy90, thank you for subscribing. 14 months says good luck tonight. Yeah, thank you, Sexy90. I'm just going to play Knight D7. I'll let white take here. I do have a slightly weak pawn, but that's all right. Hello, Super Saiyan. Hello, 369 and DC Hunter. 10 rounds, 3+2 Blitz. I didn't see any massive names pre-registered, like, you know, Hikaru type names. I do see Andrew Tang, Penguin GM. There's Jeffrey Zhang. Just a ton of 26, probably 2,700 plus Grandmasters, a few of them lurking. Okay, Knight E2. Thinking about Bishop D6 here just to stop Knight F4. Knight B6 perhaps, trying to come to C4 is another idea. Yeah, kind of like Knight B6, but it allows Knight E5, so I'm going to play this one instead for now. And Charles M4, thank you for subscribing. 11 months. Okay, so now maybe Knight B6, looking to get into C4. Let's do it. Seems like a nice square for my knight. Hello to Mikhail Tall in the chat. All right. Queen F6, perhaps? Liking the look of this. You guys are going to have to remind me to update that scoreboard on the right-hand side, too. It'll actually show the score down here as well, but just to make it a little bit more clear, I'm going to try to update the score after each round. Ivuna32, thank you for subscribing. 15 months. And Belgian Novice with 1,000 bits. New month, new cheers, he says. Hello, Belgian. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Okay, Knight D2. So probably looking to prop up this move. If I were a betting man. Think about Knight F4. Knight F4 looks pretty darn playable. It might even sack this C6 pawn, but I think I'm okay with that because Rook C1, Rook C8 rather. Eventually trying to attack this looks pretty nice. Also this could be a threat. This might be interesting. Bishop C2. So if white plays something like C4, Bishop C2, try to deflect the queen, and then take E2 and come back and take D4. Yeah, that looks awesome. Or even Queen F4 ideas. White's going to be pretty weak on the dark squares. Okay, he takes. That's probably good. Could take with the queen and threaten mate. Could take with the bishop as well. Let's take with the queen and threaten mate. Usually a good idea. Okay, tempted to play this. Try to remove the defender, but he'll probably play rook e1. Other moves, knight c4 comes to mind. Kind of like knight c4. Yeah, it definitely feels like I have an initiative here. See if I can prosecute it somehow. Okay, he's looking to trade. Okay. h5 really comes to mind. Kind of like the look of that. I'm going to do it. And now probably take with this. Otherwise, knight e5 looks a little nasty, so I'll take this way. Not 100% sure about h5, but we shall see. Need to play a little bit faster here. Let's take. We're just going to try to weaken his king. If he takes here, I'll take here. So I suspect he should take back with the pawn. Interesting position. I'm going to attack with the knight. Queen d2, maybe rook d8. Hey, Chessy Bus, greetings. Okay, let's get this knight back into civilization. I really do have to watch out for knight e5, though. I think that's a move white would love to get in. So I'm trying to distract white from doing that for now. Knight's rook c4. Okay, well, let's pivot with this guy. Here, if knight e5, knight f4, queen takes d4, that's interesting. Could also just maintain the tension. Let's play queen f4. Attack this pawn. Darth Reckoner, thanks for the 3 months. Okay, now he's got a somewhat weak king. I think I'm happy to actually get rid of this pawn. That was a liability. So that does not bother me one bit. Let's play bishop h5. No. Let's go here. Knight e5, I'm thinking take d4. Although then he takes g6. That could be a problem. Okay, maybe I have to trade. And play bishop f5. We'll play it strategically. Yeah, I don't want to allow knight takes g6. That looked annoying, so... okay, let's come here next. Attack this guy. Let's play f6. Definitely a complicated position. I feel like I'm holding my own here. Let's go here. He wants that e6. Okay. Fair. Okay, we're going to play it like this, I suppose. Bring up the king. Now I'm facing these connected pawns, though. This is definitely concerning. Okay, I feel like I gotta trade this. I'm gonna bring my king up, or attempt to use my king. He wants bishop c4. That's a great move. Okay, I gotta come back. Okay, gotta play for activity. Gotta try to drum up some threats around his king, if I can. He takes here. Yikes. Yes, unfortunately, I think this is going to be losing now. We'll try some last-ditch attempt against his king, but looking pretty bad. Knight takes f1. I guess I can play this. Okay, he might have messed up a little bit. That's a good reply, though. Yeah, rook f2. Yeah, I think I can safely resign at this point. Yeah, he did a good job of pressing in the center. That was complicated. I feel like I might have missed something around here. Maybe bishop e4? Bishop e4, rook takes e6, take f3, and then take c4. I don't know, I still feel a little bit worse in this position, though. South Coast, thanks for the 11 months. Says, hey, John, can't remember if that king piece on the camera is very small in the foreground or human size in the background. It's actually pretty large. Maybe I'll grab it at some point here. Nicholas, thanks for the 15 months. Says, not sure how this new sub thing works, but glad to see you streaming Title Tuesday. Yes, thank you. Along with Pontidius as well. Yeah, so lost the first game. But credit to my opponent. I think he did a good job of maintaining the pressure here. Always a sad day when the Scandi goes down. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I should have played h5 a little bit earlier, like on this move here. Very tough to say. Playing the Swiss Gambit, yes. Where you don't win your first round. Then you come in through the back door. Serbian Dog, thank you for subscribing. 6 months. Okay, let me put up the score. As I said I was going to do this. The old 0 for 1. Yeah, I got a pretty strong opponent, I think, in the first game. This is a pretty strong FM. Just, I can tell by his play. And Chessy Bus, 14 months. 14-month streak. Thank you, Chessy Bus. Yeah, let me show you the trophy. For those who haven't seen it yet. Yeah, it's hefty. This is a, as I said, it's a trophy. I got it by winning the 2015 Minnesota Open. So, you know, it's pretty heavy, too. It's not made out of wood. Some sort of, like, wood plastic composite. So not exclusively wood. Probably there's very little wood, if any, in there, actually. R.I.P. Scandi, I know, right? Little pause, thanks to the 100 bits. Let's take a look at a game. How about Renato Terry? This guy's always a strong Title Tuesday player. This position, I think, is winning for white. Yeah, white's trying to build the bridge. Rook g5. Black's king is a little bit too far away from the queening square. So why didn't black check on the previous move? Rook g4. I guess that was losing too. Rook g4, king h5, rook g1, rook h2. The pawn was going to promote. Yeah, now there's a check here, king h7, but looks like black can resign. I don't think there's going to be any stalemate tricks here. Thank you, Belgian. Here is the tournament cross table. We're up to 328 players. Some people late joining. Always a super strong tournament. Title Tuesday. So many streamers. This is 2019. We got streamers coming out of the woodwork. Krekor, Eric Hansen, both prominent streamers, grandmasters. Randy Savage, I'm doing great. It is getting warmer. Yeah, we've been hitting like 60s, 70s sometimes. John, in your opinion, who's the current player with the most exciting and innovative play? I mean, I would say Magnus, because he's continually pushing the boundaries and fighting for wins in positions where his contemporaries may be satisfied with draws. But aside from that answer, you know, I think guys like Richard Rapport are pushing the boundaries. Jan-Christoph Duda, I really like his playing style. Dart and Dave, thank you for subscribing, 12 months. See what other games are going here. Just 2 games left in the round. Yeah, Title Tuesday, you see a lot of theoretical endgames. So here we have king and knight versus king and rook. This is a draw. But the side with the king and the rook can set some problems. Bishop Kevorkian says, in regards to the Scandi, what is dead may never die. That's one way of looking at it, Bishop Kevorkian. By the way, for those of you who have been following my YouTube channel, I've been posting a lot lately. I just recorded a video using a physical board. Just got done about 30 minutes before Title Tuesday started. And I think it turned out well. I won't tell you what game it's on. I will say it's a classic game, though. So it's kind of one of those Morphe Opera House style games and game reviews. And I think I'm going to release that tonight. I think I'm going to put this Title Tuesday, which I'm streaming on Tuesday, May 7th, up on YouTube tomorrow, Wednesday, May 8th. And I'll post that physical board game review tonight, probably 10 o'clock Central Time. Okay, so this game was drawn. Yeah, despite white being on the back rank, unless white blunders, black can't win that. All right, and here we go. Playing Muron 29. Let's play e4. Try to get a good mix of openings here. Bumblebee says, these analysis videos of the classics are very instructive, John. Thank you. Glad to hear that. Very happy to hear that. Let's play the Ruy Lopez. Yield Spanish game. Okay. I'm sorry to those of you who want a complex Spanish fight, but I actually used to play this line a fair amount. It's interesting. You know, h5 is the theoretical move here for black, which looks funny, but if you take it, you can wind up in trouble because of the queen coming to h4. This is a variation I've played a few times for white. I kind of like it. Wait, knight e7? He's supposed to take. So now I'm thinking whether I can take and then play knight g5, but he has queen h6. Yeah, I think I should just go here. See what black does. Wow, he's really daring me to take that bishop. I think I can, though, now. I don't know about this, sir. So knight g5 or bishop g5? Probably knight g5. Because knight h2 runs into queen h4, as usual. So let's do this. And if knight f4, I'm going to play queen takes g4, and if queen h6, I have knight h3. So, yeah, basically just trying to pick off this pawn and safeguard my king. Okay, and it looks like he's going to allow that. Queen g4, just checking if there's any sort of knight e2 business I got to worry about, but I don't think I have to yet. Ooh, he's going to play queen takes g5. Careful. So maybe I do want to play this first, but then he can take with the queen. Tricky. I have not seen this approach before. Yeah, his queen takes g5. That's fascinating. I mean, I guess I can play f3 there, but that's not what I had in mind. And is bishop f4 really bad? Bishop f4, queen f4. Issues. I mean, I can play knight f3, but it's not great. Yeah, this is trouble. I think I made a mistake. I know I'm burning time here, but trying to figure out how best to defend this position. Bishop f4, queen f4 does not look nice, but I might have to play it. I think I kind of have to. And then on this, I might play g3, queen takes g5, king g2, and try to quickly play rook h1. Yeah, definitely not ideal, but desperate times. Desperate times, my friends. People want me to resign in chat. Hey, big goopy. Okay, knight c4, perhaps? Queen h5, I'll play rook h1. Yeah, this looks problematic as well. Okay, I think I gotta play... Well, let's start with rook h1. Play queen h5, most likely. No, he does not. Interesting. All right, well, I think I gotta do this. And if bishop takes f2, queen g4. Or I could play queen f3. I'm actually a little surprised he allowed this. I think queen h5 would have been better. This could be a pet line that I ran into, yes. So if he takes f2, I think I'm down a pawn. Not the end of the world, but not ideal. I mean, I would be hitting e5. Also, rook f1 idea is on the way. So not awful. I can get my rook to h1, perhaps. He may try to check king g2, queen h6, but I think I'm going to get organized, like queen g4, hopefully slip away. Even that's a little dicey, though. Dicey of a proposition. I might have to, yeah, sack a pawn to kind of stabilize things. Okay, b5, interesting. Let's play the knight back. So if queen here, I'm thinking check and then knight f3. Whoa. Oh, man. That's a great move. Ouch. Okay, knight f1. Kind of have to. Guard g3. Yeah, queen here. Yeah, it's queen h6. I think I'm toast, but what could be done? Okay, now let's check. I think I gotta play this move. I'm gonna be down 2 pawns, but otherwise his queen's coming to h1. Then I'm totally busted. Scandy swindle time, yes indeed. This would be quite a scandy swindle. Okay, have a knight. When you have a knight, you have chances, guys. It's an important point. If I took f2, I was going to run into rook h2 with disastrous consequences. Down 2 pawns, but we have a knight. That's a good move. Ugh. Trying to stop rook f4, but this is not inspiring. Probably f5 is decent here. Probably have to take that. Almost losing on time, but you know, standard time management. In my defense, this is a very tough position. Trying for d4. Maybe look to break up his structure a bit. Yeah, I guess I'll play it. There's not a whole lot else. I has e2 check is one way to win this. Yeah, e2. Oh, he missed it. Okay. Well, some chances. Ah, that rook f2. Hold me. This position's so bad. Be nice to get that in, but I think he'll just check here. Yeah, I think this is over. Okay, good game, Muran 29. I really thought I could take that piece, but knight f4, queen takes g4, queen takes g5 was a big issue. I'll show that variation because, yeah, originally I was just planning on this, but he has this awesome move. Because then if I take, there's knight e2 checkmate with this idea. I'm going to take a quick peek at that with the engine. I'm just kind of curious. Just take a very brief look at this. So he played knight g6. Yeah, engine says this is good for me, but I should play bishop g5. This is the top line. Can you guys see that? Let me update the score before I forget. Yeah, bishop g5, queen e6, and then knight h2. Okay. And it's still kind of complicated. g3, yeah, it looks a little bit scary because if I take, there's a bishop that can come to c5. Although even there, seems like white is okay. Yeah, whereas after knight g5, knight f4, suddenly I'm in trouble. This jumps up to minus almost 2 for black. Thank you, Sidetracked Owl. Thank you also to the user I don't mean it but says you're my favorite chess personality. Thank you. Yeah, so this looks speculative. I mean, maybe further analysis is required to see if bishop g5 black is truly in trouble. I did mention that move, but, you know, I just missed this knight g5, queen takes g4, queen takes g5 idea. Happens. Okay, let's take a look at another game. Who do we want to take a look at? Mkhitaryan? Ooh, Mkhitaryan lost. This is one of the strongest players in the event. Armenian Grandmaster. Oh, and we have some gifted subs. So first of all, we had El Insane with the Twitch Prime sub. And then Persedex39 just gifted 10 Tier 1 subs. Thank you, Persedex. Hello to you. And that was to Dr. Stan 3, OM3, Makahan 1, Stugatti, Tasteless Calculator, Cobranor, Jameson Jam 144, Ruiz BR, Muff Rancher, and Johan D. Silentio. Thank you, Persedex. Awesome. Thank you guys for the support. I know I haven't streamed a whole lot in the past couple weeks. Here, let me get a game up again. Shant Sargissian. Extremely strong I am, just one. Any streamers still in the mix? Oh, let's check out my buddy Keaton. Keaton Kira. He is on the better side of a rook endgame against a grandmaster. Keaton is a great resource if you ever want to learn the dragon. He has videos on chess.com. He gives lessons. He lives in San Diego. He actually used to be my roommate in college. We both went to the University of Texas at Dallas. I've known him forever. We're the same age. We played scholastic tournaments. He's from Nebraska. I'm from Minnesota. I know his father really well, too. His dad and my dad used to play golf together at tournaments if there was a golf course available. Actually, I think that only happened like once, but... Can he win this? It looks like he's making significant progress. King g4 and he's going to take this. Yeah, this is super tough for white. Okay, that's a good move, though. So king g4, rook takes g6. King takes f4 would be a draw. Tricky business. Okay, king here, check, and then pick up the pawn. So Keaton probably should go back. This might be a draw, but... White having to display some excellent technique to hold here. King f2. Dragons are overrated, says Max Melnick. I don't know. He makes the dragon look like a completely sound weapon. Well, maybe not completely sound, but... Now, the dragon is fine. It's a very interesting opening. I've never really played it myself for black, but... I have played against it from the white side many, many times. Thank you, Crabo. Says, hi, John. Thanks for the content, both here and on YouTube. Really enjoying it. Glad to hear it. Okay, rook d5. Offering a queen rook trade. Okay, now check, and you're going to win this pawn. Or are you? Rook g3? Check. It's still complicated. He's going to go and attack the g6 pawn again. Still very complex. Checking out the other streamers right now. I see Eric Hansen streaming. I see Eric Rosen streaming. Creekcore. I see Alexander Botez streaming. Not sure if she's streaming Title Tuesday. Probably she is. I always try to go through and pick out the other streamers when I see them in Title Tuesday. We know Hansen and Creekcore are streaming, but anyone else? Where's Eric Rosen? Don't see him, but there's so many people in this event. Oh, and Keaton succeeded in winning. Awesome. King h2 at the end and the pawn rolls through. How did he do that? I just missed that. Well, okay, next game is starting, but nicely done, Keaton. Okay, Krasavchik, 2002. I got to go back to the well again, guys. Doesn't this mean like cute or cutie in Russian? Krasavitsa. Hey, Greg Artis. Ray Robson and Rosen are streaming. Nice, okay. Krasavchik means cute. Okay. Yeah, bishop e6 blocking the e-pawn. Usually you wouldn't do this in the Scandinavian, but this setup, I think, is a pretty reliable one for black, specifically against this early 95. You look to play knight bd7 at some point. Could do it now, but let's just castle first. I got to get on the scoreboard. I've already castled short. 2 losses in a row, 0-0. I got to avoid castling queenside. Okay, knight bd7. Looks normal. Knight c4. I think I'll drop the queen back to c7 or maybe d8. Okay, a3. Interesting. I think I'm just going to take that. Can I just take that? Hikaru is streaming as well. Okay. I just saw him go live there. Knight d7, maybe f4. So knight d5 also possible. Knight d7, f4. I can't play knight c5. It's a little bit cramping. So let's play knight d5. Rankwise, thank you for subscribing. 3 months. Okay, check and pick up b2. Looks kind of dangerous. Probably not advised. So let's play rook over. Knight takes d5, take with the queen. That pun was terrible. Okay, I have a compact position here. Solid stuff going on. Also up on the clock. Nice change. Okay, queen e2. I'm still looking at this and this, but I'm gonna get my queen trapped most likely if I go for that, or pretty close to it. Although it is rather interesting, actually. I might be able to escape there. Should I do that? That's going to force them to think, too. That actually might be a decent idea. I don't see how the queen actually gets trapped. Okay, let's check. King h1, queen takes b2. If knight a4, I can go to d4. And I think it's fine. If rook b1, I can take on c3. So if they take d5, I take with the rook. All right, let's try it. They do take. Okay, let's take with the rook. And immediately f4. Okay, so white's choosing like a practical route here, I would say. But now I can retreat if I want. And if bishop c4, it's a little tempting to even give up the exchange, but I think just rook d7 is fine. Okay, so yeah, white's just going to play this down a pawn. Fair enough, but also not something that's striking fear in my heart. This bishop is out of the game, though, for a while, so that's one thing I do have to be aware of. But hey, I've gone to much greater lengths for a free pawn, so I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, should I neutralize this bishop immediately? Bishop d5. Or keep some of the tension? Kind of seems like bishop d5 is what I should do. Yeah, let's do that. That bishop's too strong on e4. Okay, and maybe queen c6 now? Or just take and play e6? Queen c6 looks nice, though. Yeah, just a little bit worried if c5 is hard to guard at the end. Maybe e6. Yeah, let's play e6. The bishop can come back in the game this way. Okay, a6. Let's do this. Staying solid. c4, Let's take and double. Okay, infiltrate. I always have to watch queen b7 right on cue. That said, seems okay. Be nice if I could play h5, just get the king to h7, so I think I'm going to do that. That takes away any back rank possibilities if white wants to attack me back there. Some well-timed queen a8 type move. Okay, let's go here. I up that bishop on e3. Goes away. Okay, let's play king h7 as planned. Okay, this feels really good for me now. I'm going to go here and attack this pawn, maybe with an eye towards playing this. Yeah, let's infiltrate. Let's go with this rook. Okay, awesome initiative here. Ah, clever. Okay. So he's looking to trade. Okay, let's take that. I'm gonna go here. Really wants to put that queen on e4. Okay, let's go here. Just gotta play fast now. Stay guarding stuff. Bishop e7. Let's take that. Is he gonna go here? Oh man, I completely missed that. All right, check. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, I'm busted now. Bishop F8. I'm gonna castle queenside, guys. Oh man, rook takes F4. Yikes. Yeah, that was a good deflection right there. So if rook takes, he could take my queen. And then I'm losing. Yeah, that queen on b7 turned out to be pretty irritating. I was trying to stop it, but I didn't see a way to prevent it right around here, because I can't stop queen e4 in this position. Cumby, thank you for subscribing on Twitch Prime. Rook d1 was a great move, as far as I can tell. Because I thought I had an almost unshakable hold on the position here after rook d2, but after rook here, I mean, granted I can play something like rook a2 maybe, and look to take on d1, and maybe do this. But he's still going to get the queen in eventually, and it's hard to shake this bishop on f2. Maybe I could do this and then go after a6. And wow, thank you for subscribing. 3 months. Yeah, so I'm not doing too well tactically so far in the tournament. Running into tactical issues. This game I felt like my position overall was fine, but just didn't pan out. Yeah. Really should be able to convert after this, though, especially when he plays rook e1. It's rough. Villain, thank you for the 2 months. Let's take a look at another game. How about Indian Lad? I think Indian Lad has won this tournament before. Oh, let me put the castling queen side up here. 0-0-0. C. Caven says, you often suggest sticking to longer time controls as a beginner. I've started playing a lot of 5-5 on chess.com, and I find it a great tool for working on basic mistakes like loose pieces, since the punishment is so quick, and you can get back and try again so quickly. Thoughts? Yeah, it's not a bad time control. I just think 15 plus 10 or something even longer than that is much better. It's still, yeah, as Mr. Philidor just said, it's still very fast. You're going to be making a lot of mistakes. Because I think when it comes to chess improvement, the quality of the games is way more important than the quantity. Some may disagree on that, but I mean, it's much better than 5-0. But yeah, you'd probably get more out of like one 15-10 game than you would 3 5+5 games, in my opinion. Who is Indian Lad? I think it's Kartikian. Villain 777 says, I especially love your endgame lessons. I almost never resign anymore. Okay, nice. Well, I haven't been able to give any endgame lessons so far this tournament. And Indian Lad did win. They are on 3-0. Any streamers we can check out? Krikor is playing. Krikor is grinding an endgame up a pawn, but this is a theoretically drawn endgame. The Philidor position, king f8, wait for that pawn to advance, and then come down here with the rook and set up checks. Tuller, we just finished round 3. And I have no points so far. So Krikor is trying to hold off on f6 for as long as possible, but not a whole lot of tricks here. But seen crazier stuff happen, especially in this tournament. I think there's 2 other games going right now. Alexander Donchenko versus Pedro Martinez. That game just ended in a draw. And Team XP versus M1711. Totally drawn position. King, Rook, and Bishop against King, Rook, and Bishop, but opposite color bishops to boot. Could just play Rook C3 and call it a draw here. Unclear who's pressing for the win in this position. I missed a couple months, so I'm rusty. That makes sense. Hey, Braden Laughlin. I'm doing well. How are you? I saw your tweet. Thank you for that. Teacher Appreciation Day, huh? Rook d7, that's funny. King takes, bishop g4. I guess black is trying for the win here, but I don't think that's justified because they're certainly not better. Okay, Krieger's game did end in a draw. Yeah, so Krieger did eventually push the f-pawn right here. Black went away with their rook to try to set up the checks, and the players just agreed to draw right in this position. So black knew their technique. Yeah, this is one of these games that tends to hold up the tournament when, you know, black is adamantly trying to play for a win. It's funny watching the chess.com chat when this happens. People get very upset. Is Hikaru playing this tournament? Because he's streaming, but I didn't see him in there. I think, if anything, he late joined. Oh, Daniel Naroditsky is playing. Ooh, and we have Kasper Chopin as well. The guy who broke Puzzle Rush. And has been setting records. Oh, good to know, Tulor S. Yes, thanks for the reminder. Thank you, Hi on India. What is the top Puzzle Rush score at the moment? I think it was something like 101 by Kasper Chopin due to a bug. So I don't know if that is going to count. But I also saw a video where he got 70. The Naked Singularity says 72 is the current official record. Yeah, Chessy Bus says Casper got 101 due to a glitch. 71 is legit. Okay, so 71 or 72, which is a crazy number given that Hikaru's previous record was 55. However, I watched the video and saw some of the discussion on it. It seems that Chopin, you know, this may diminish his achievement in some people's eyes. It's just kind of a different skill set, but he definitely memorized tons of the puzzles, so especially the higher rated ones. So, you know, kind of exploiting the fact that the database of puzzles is fairly small, especially as you get up into the higher, more difficulty puzzles. So that should be said. You know, he still has the record, but it's not like these puzzles were new to him and he was just solving them quickly on the spot. You know, he did memorize them. Playing FM, we ain't sure, pal. Okay, so I got paired up. That means I'm the lowest rated person, or the highest rated person with 0 points, because I got paired up to a half. All right, let's try to get on the board, guys. Take and play bishop f4. I'm out of tea. I'm going to have to get some tea and take a bathroom break after this. Okay, let's play queen c2. Bishop d6. Okay, I'm going to play bishop g3. I played this against viewers before, actually. This bishop g3 move. It's not a particularly good move, but it is playable. Braden says, we believe in you, John. Thank you. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Junas says, let's go, John. Laz says, you can do it. Well, we're not going to be winning Title Tuesday, but we're still having fun. .92. Protagonist says, only chance for someone to memorize higher rated puzzles is to encounter them many times. I'm not sure that's true because I believe they take the puzzles from the chess.com tactics database. So if you've worked through a ton of the chess.com tactics, then you've had exposure to what's in Puzzle Rush. It's still a very large set of problems, like 25,000 problems or something. But as I said, on the higher ends, apparently there's not as many puzzles. And Anonymous Cheer just gifted 900 bits. Thank you, Anonymous Cheer. Thank you, Metavies. Says, always believe in you, John. See, now I'm playing faster. You know, when you lose a few games, there's often not as much pressure. You kind of just, you let your hands fly and you play chess. Okay, let's go rook f to c1. I mean, I still want to put in a good performance, but I think it's a good thing that I'm not pausing as much here. Thinking about knight c5. Looks decent to threaten this. If h4, maybe knight f5. Plays rook a7, staying solid. Okay. Yeah, knight f5 is definitely reasonable. b4 is reasonable. Probably don't want to play h4. Maybe h3. Still, again, thinking about... Okay, h3, g6, though. Not sure how I feel about that. b4 would be a consistent minority attack move, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm going to play knight f5. I'm just going to go for that. Maybe use the d3 square for the knight if he ever kicks me. Hey, Stormer213 says, hey, John, good to see you streaming. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Okay, queen h3, perhaps? Or queen f3? Queen f3 looks reasonable. Black may not want to play b6 because it does weaken the c6 pawn slightly. I think so far Black's playing pretty natural and good moves, though. Let's play rook c2. I feel like this move is pretty helpful in many situations, just to control the d2 square. I'm going to play h3 now. Just stop knight g4. Do I play for b4 or not? Tough to say. I think I'm going to do it. Otherwise, I feel like I'm kind of just waiting in the position. So let's play b4. Drop the knight back to d3 if ever Black plays b6. Am I on Strava posting my runs? No, I've never used that before. Okay, b5, will he take it? Perhaps. Perhaps. Don't know if I have to be that concerned about it. Hard to say, though. I think I'm going to play knight d3 first. Maybe queen f4 on the way, I'm thinking. I know leaving the knight there seems most natural, but let's do like this. He trades. Interesting. Okay. Actually was expecting him to keep the queens on the board for some reason, but... okay, here, maybe? Yeah, let's go ahead and make a weakness. If g5, I might be able to take... Ooh, knight c3. Okay, I can take here, I think. He takes rook, I push c7. He has to give material back there, I think. Okay, so now this... Just looking for tricks that he may have, but I don't see them. So I'm on this, on this. Okay, rook here. Need to play a little bit faster, for sure. Okay, let's just take. Try to stop his knight from coming to b4. Still have a decent-ish grip on the position, I think. Even though we're in a simplified position. But I need to play faster. Wouldn't be surprised to see him play rook a7 and look for counterplay, but I'm going to go after his c6 pawn if he does that. Until it goes there. Okay, interesting. So let's bring this up. King f6 runs into knight takes d5. He's going to try to get his knight to c4. Okay. Yeah, tricky stuff for him because I still have knight b4 as a threat. Which I think I should play right away. Go after his pawn. Okay, let's take. Advance. I'm going to bring this back for protection. Go after this pawn. Ooh, take. It's probably a draw, though. Can I win this somehow? Yeah, it looks tough. I think it's a draw. King e5, I can go here, check. But yeah, it doesn't change anything. King f6 should hold. Now king g6. Yeah, this is a draw. Crosstable Games, thanks for the 13 months. Okay, so it ends in a draw. I think he defended pretty well. Didn't quite have my endgame finesse on here. Probably the best position I had was right around here. But sometimes it can be a minimal advantage that you're aiming for in these positions. I could take on d5 here, but I think his idea was rook d7. I'm now seeing that I have knight f6 in this position, though. Totally missed knight f6. I was looking at knight b6, but that runs into probably just a trade and take d4. But yeah, knight f6 would have been a good move. Guess he can play rook d6, but then I have knight e8. So that was probably critical here. Because I ended up taking on c5 and it kind of liquidated. Okay, well, at least I get on the board. I'm going to quick run to the bathroom and grab some more tea. No, I'm not playing the MNGM Norm Tournament, Chessy Bus. Just too busy, unfortunately. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Let me actually put a game up here so you guys aren't just staring at this Finnish game. Oh, this is not a game from Title Tuesday. How about Shant Sargisian? He just won. Penguin GM? He won. David Chessman? All the games are finished. Jeffrey Zhang? Alright, anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Oh man, I had a feeling my game was going to start. All right, let's play a Sicilian against Corey Loon. Great time management once again. This is the surest way to not use the clock as a weapon. Show up 40 seconds late. Okay, let's play a con if we can. The old con Sicilian. Okay, knight f6. Bishop g2, I'll play bishop b4. Ooh, he is daring me to take on c3. I kind of don't like that right away, though. It's going to give him some play on the dark squares, so we'll just castle. e5, really? Guys, can't I just take that? It's the first thing I ask here. Show me what you got. It's a beautiful central pawn. I mean, I realize he's opening up this diagonal for his bishop, but I am skeptical. Maybe queen h5 too? Queen h5, he has bishop f3, I guess. That actually seems fine, though. Play queen g6 if he does that. Hey, a center pawn's a center pawn. You're asserting dominance by not caring about your clock time. It's the perfect using your clock as a weapon. Okay. I'll trust your take on that. Okay, knight a4, he's looking to get into b6. Interesting approach. Probably a decent move. Okay, let's just develop. Knight b6, I'll play rook a7. It's a little bit awkward, but I should be able to work my way out of this. There's no bishop b8 because my knight moves backwards. Which I fail to notice sometimes. Okay, now maybe d5. d5 looks totally normal. Let's do it. Just try to stop any bishop d6 business. And this is still defended, so no big deal there. Let's pull this back. I'd like to get rid of this knight if I could. I also might go for e5 if I get the chance. Could play bishop c5. Is e5 he's going to take on c6? Bishop c5 at this point looks decent. Let's do it. And if he takes c8, I probably should take back because my rook's under attack. Yeah, keep it simple. I didn't even have a chance to grab my tea here. Bishop b6, maybe? Stay active, or just bishop to e7? Let's play bishop b6. Just keep that bishop a little bit more active. Protect this diagonal, too. So I feel like I'd like to get in e5, and it might be helpful if he can't play bishop e3 in reply. E5 or h6. Let's play h6. If h5, just go here, and if g4, I take the bishop. So still up a pawn. Okay, e5. Yeah, let's go ahead with e5. Looks like I'm pushing him back here. Gotta watch this diagonal, though. It's important for my bishop to stick around there for now. Okay, I could play d4 here. d4 maybe followed by e4 looks pretty nice. Could also take and play like queen g5, something like that. But I kind of like d4 a bit better. Keep him contained. I'm thinking bishop d2, e4, bishop e2, queen d5. Centralize. d3, he's going to take and put the bishop back on f3. Yeah, let's centralize. Now if I can get this in, I think I'm really sitting pretty here. So he's probably going to move his king. He does not, actually. No king move. Okay, this still looks pretty strong. Let's do it. The rook's still kind of funny looking here. Might eventually play rook a8. We'll see. Yeah, I think at this point he probably doesn't want to move his king because knight f3 looks pretty nasty if he does. Creative play. Let's play this, though. Probably just double on the c-file. Don't think there's any rush necessarily. Maybe rook d8. Let's go here. Crouching behind my center pawns for now. I have an idea. Take and play e3. Guess you can play queen c3 instead of taking. And then I trade queens and take on f2. You can play d4. I should be up a pawn, though, in that position. Okay, here, knight d5. Win the exchange before taking. Now let's take. Just harvest the material. Okay, I'm up a pure exchange here. D3 was hanging. I should have taken that. Let's play this, though, first. Yeah, definitely should have taken d3, of course. Let's go after a3. Looking for rook takes c3. Take. Stabilize. Just keep him pinned. It's pretty tied down here. Okay, and he lost on time. All right, I will take it. 1.5 out of 5. The comeback is on, guys. Yeah, that game felt pretty good throughout. I mean, I think e5 was just sort of an unsound sacrifice by white. Maybe if he would have played... What move was I a little bit afraid of? Yeah, right here, I think he could play bishop e3 and maybe look to take advantage of this rook. That was the one move I thought perhaps could give me trouble. Yeah, I'm going to go get the T. Good idea. Let me put up a game. Let's take a look at Indian Lad versus Penguin. Andrew won. Wow. So Andrew's on 5 points. Nice. He beat Indian Lad with the black pieces. Very nice. Okay, just going to throw on a game. I'll be right back. Whew, okay, record time. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. Not my best performance, but still having a good time. It's not about the points you accumulate. It's about the memories you make along the way, guys. Remember that. I'm making memories with you, the Twitch chat. And how often do you get to see me castle queenside? Lose 3 games in a row. Yeah, I should be drinking coffee right now. But I do have a Starbucks actually in the refrigerator. I was going to bust it out if I had to play a tough game or I had a strong score or something, like 5 out of 6 or something like that. Speaking of strong scores, so we know that Penguin, Andrew Tang, is on a perfect score. I don't believe he's ever won Title Tuesday, but he's been right up there in the past. So obviously rooting for Andrew. Ooh, I see Blitz stream. Another prominent streamer. I think he mostly streams in French. He is playing with the white pieces here. Looks like he's in a tough spot. Ooh, did his opponent just blunder? Oh, there's knight d2. Okay. Then the king is coming in, I guess. King e2. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, it looks like he's getting squeezed here. This is probably losing. He's down past h-pawn as well. No real counterplay. Is that quick tea? Yes, it's just the old Econo tea, like the black tea you get in bulk from the grocery store. I'm out of herbal tea. I've been drinking a lot of herbal tea in the past few months, but I'm out. I need to get restocked. Okay, and Blitz stream does go down. Any other games in progress? Marcus Harvey versus Tasty French Fries. Oh, this is almost the same rook end game we saw Keaton win earlier. Stry, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. I wish there was a tab on Title Tuesday that just showed you how the streamers were doing too. That'd be kind of a cool thing to implement and then show their stream right next to it so people had an easily clickable link. Because I'm just looking on Twitch right now and I see Hikaru streaming, Creekor, Eric Hansen, Eric Rosen, like I was saying earlier, but I feel like there's even more. It doesn't look like Andrew is actually streaming this, Penguin GM. Maybe that's why he's playing so well. He's not streaming. Jeffrey is also on a perfect score, huh? Oh, yeah, he is. Maybe we'll see Penguin versus Jeffrey. Ah, Crypto Chess is doing really well, too. That is International Master Alec Katz. Look at that. Got the 3 American flags up at the top. That doesn't happen too often in Title Tuesday. This is such an international event. Usually, like the Armenian players, the Indian players, those are sort of the countries that come to mind that always seem to be near the top. Yeah, you do see one Armenian player here, Shant Sargsyan. But really, it's such an international event. Russian players, of course, tend to do very well in Title Tuesday as well. They're always represented very strongly. Iranian players, says Wandering Winder. Yeah, I guess Parham Magsudlu and, of course, Alireza Firouzja are 2 of their biggest talents. Yeah, those guys are extremely legit. I mean, they're especially Firouzja, I think, but probably Magsudlu as well. Going to be 2,700 plus soon. Okay, interesting situation where white is just holding out here. Yeah, this is a draw. Rook takes e2. Rook takes a2, rook takes g... Oh, okay, I don't think that was necessary. I would have picked off that e-pawn immediately. Well, he got another chance there. Okay, don't get mated now. don't blunder rook h1 mate. Why is Andrew in 3rd and not joint 1st? Well, that's a good question, actually. I was about to say, well, they're all tied, but I think that's just how it displays. But yeah, that seems kind of weird. I agree. It should either be all 1s or 1, 2, 3, I would imagine. Oh, I guess because their tiebreaks are the same. I believe that tiebreak is the sum of the opponent's scores right now. Does that seem right? I think it is. Although that seems a little bit low. Yeah, possibly. Could be. Yeah, I think it is. So, therefore, Jeffrey's opponents and Alex Katz's opponents have a total of 8.5 points, whereas Andrews has 8. Half point less. But that only matters in the final standings. Okay, this is a totally drawn king and pawn versus king ending. Hopefully they'll play it out quickly. Or hopefully black loses quickly. No, it should be a draw, of course. But white's trying to win. He's not pushing the g-pawn. I think this is the final game of the round. Yes. Yeah, a bunch of players on 4.5 still, so anybody's Title Tuesday. Ooh, there you have Hikaru. He's on 4 out of 5. Look at that. And very fittingly, Spicy Caterpillar Ray Robson, who previously had the Puzzle Rush record, right ahead of him there. By a quarter of a tiebreak point. Okay, and we have a draw. Let's go, guys. Second half of the tournament. Let's hope this goes better than the first half. But I feel like I'm waking up. I have a little bit more momentum now. Let's play Vamos. As if I had a choice in the matter. Like, oh, let's play Vamos. Okay, let's play mainline. The old Grunny. Okay, take. I'm going to play Bishop D2. I used to play this line a little bit. Kind of a funny looking move, but the idea is to take with a bishop if they capture on C3. I've had a couple games like this. Bishop G4, Bishop E2. The old Grunny, yes. This is bubble wrapped in garlic bread. Okay, I think this is how my tournament game went once in this line. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Black played for a quick E5, if I recall. I think I played G3 in this position. The idea of Bishop G2 and try for F4. Yeah, and I think my opponent played E5, but got into trouble. So he plays B6 here. All right, let's play this back. Interesting stuff. So usually black will try to block up the center. Yeah, so now this is better timing because if I take en passant, queen takes, There's no immediate problems on the long diagonal, so I think I'm going to play f4, therefore. And if takes, take with a pawn, so I can try to maintain control over e5. But I admit, like, black can try to hold out on the dark squares, keep the position closed. It's not going to be easy to break through whatsoever. King h1 seems fine here. Queen g4, maybe. Probably don't want to play f5 yet. Maybe queen g4. Kind of like the look of this, actually. I up the knight. If knight f6, I'm thinking queen h4. Just sidestep. Just give him some stuff to think about. Tommy Shelby, thank you for subscribing 3 months. Let's see. King h1 or bishop h3. I feel like king h1 is just a pretty good move. Thank you, Tommy, by the way. Okay, how am I going to break through here? Could play f5. I mean, f5 definitely is going to give him some stuff to think about. Let's do it. In some ways, it closes the position, but I don't think I'm ever going to take here. So I think f5 is fair, and look to play on the king side for sure. I'm a little leery of putting so many pawns on light squares. Not sure how my bishop feels about that, but hey. It's a team sport. Let's play rook f2. Looking to double. Definitely a bit concerned about c3 in the long run. Like, I have a weak queenside structure, but I think given the pressure that I'm going to bear down on black's kingside with, you know, black has to be pretty cautious. He might play f6 at some point, but then I can take g6 and try to switch the focus a bit. Knight's coming to d3. Okay, he's going to allow a check here, but he's going to say, you're not going to mate me, John. Which may be true, but I feel like I have to try at least. We'll see what happens. Yeah, knight d3. Now, where to put this rook? Probably rook f3. I might have to go like caveman style. Do this, g4, rook over. He has queen f8, though, in many cases, so at least he'll constantly be having to think about that, though. I'm going to bring this rook over. Maybe I can even do something really cool like this. I mean, at minimum, it looks very annoying for him to defend this. I might be ready for g4 next, and if knight f4 take, accept the exchange. Sharp game. I'm going to hold off on queen h6 because he's going to play queen f8 as soon as I play queen h6, most likely. Okay, now he's spending a lot of time. He's getting down there. Okay, let's go for this. And I think I'm going to take and play like this. This pawn roller in the center just looks nasty to defend. Let's take here first. Take c3, I'm going to push e6. Discovery on his rook. Probably just continue pushing these guys. Might not even have to play for checkmate anymore. Just the center pawns are looking really, really nice. Yeah, 2 connected pawns like that, center of the board. He can't even keep his rook on the 7th rank, actually. It's pretty bad. Yeah, just advance. It's too much. Rook d5, promote this one. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a real tough position to defend for black after g4. I mean, in a long time control game, he might come up with a way to hold this. But Blitz places a premium on the initiative, so this is a no-brainer exchange sacrifice. Even in a long game, I would not hesitate to do this at all. 2 nice pawns in the center. Yeah, it's very, very tough for black to cope with this. Okay, so 2.5 out of 6. Good win there. I think that's the game I felt most confident about so far this tournament. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting line, bishop d2. I think theoretically it's not that challenging to black, but it's an idea if you're looking for a weapon against the Grunfeld. You try to get rid of their Grunfeld bishop on this diagonal, trade it off. Let's put a game up here. I want to see how Andrew is doing. He's playing crypto chess. Okay. Ihatipo with a great chess quote, I think by Nimzovich. The pass pawn is a criminal that must be kept under lock and key. And in that case, I had 2 criminals, and there was no imprisoning either of them, really. The E and the D pawn. Queen takes d5, maybe? Okay, crypto chess is up a piece here. Just counting the material, but time pressure for both. But still, really like his chances to convert here. Yeah, that was a good move. He's attacking b2. I think he can go take that. He's going to play it kind of strategic, go after e4. Okay, Andrew's defending e4 with all he's got. Okay, he could have taken there. There was a pin. I think that was fine to take, actually. Yeah, even this way, though. Is he going to set this up? Bishop takes d5. Is it playable? He's going for it. Especially because he has queen e5 as a bailout if necessary. Here, bishop takes e4. Yeah, this is crushing d5. Black's totally coordinated now. Queen f5. Now, unless black blunders something on f6 or g7, Andrew's going to go down here. I think this is just too solid for black. c6 looks like a good move. Okay, rook takes f6. Did he blunder it? Rook takes f6? Nah, it doesn't work. Rook takes, pawn takes. Not enough. Probably rook e1. Get pieces off the board. Yeah. And how did the other player with 5? I think that was Jeffrey Zhang, right? I don't see his game. He might be done already, though. Yeah, rook c1 looks pretty terminal. Andrew's going to keep fighting, though. Till the bitter end. Queen f4 is mate, though. Wow, so crypto chess moving to 6 out of 6. Impressive. Giving hope to all of us IMs out there. Sometimes IMs do well in Title Tuesday, though, even though there's a bajillion GMs playing. Bubble Wrap and Garlic Bread, thank you for subscribing. Tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Hi on, yes, thank you for watching. Thanks to all the 300 plus of you. Let's put another game up here. Indian Lad again on sitting on a difficult position here. Maybe drawn, though, because white has the wrong colored bishop to promote this h-pawn. So white has to keep queens on the board if they want any chance. But, well, there goes the queens. So Indian Lad will escape with a draw here. Good theoretical draw to know for all of you out there. Yeah, even if white wins the f-pawn, you just can't ever get this king out of the corner. You have the wrong color bishop to do that. Let's see if there's any other interesting games going on here. Players agree to draw. Pietro versus Oleg Papayan. This looks like a draw as well. Okay, in this case, white does have the correct color bishop, but all black has to do is give up the knight for the pawn if they can manage that. Still a little bit tricky, though. Not a given, I would say. A6, knight c8, I guess black's going to play and try to hold out here. Yeah, especially since he gets the king in front. I'd probably just start roaming with this knight. Although, king b6 then. Gotta be careful. Wow. Is this, is black losing here? No, knight b6. You can play knight b6. Knight b6, and if takes, it was a stalemate. But now it is Zugzwang. Wow. Black missed knight b6. That's instructive right there. Took me a second to see that. This move. And if takes, stalemate. And next move, black will get to play that. And I don't think white will be able to win that. Unless they can trap the knight somehow. But then black can even oscillate it between a8. Yeah, a8 back and forth. Tricky, tricky. Some people are pointing it out in chess.com chat as well. Okay. Here's my opponent from earlier, WP. WP went down. This game was a win. And final game of the round, king and queen versus king and queen. Riveting stuff. Who will blunder their queen first? Or perhaps blunder checkmate? Stay tuned. Hey, David. Yeah, good to see you in here as well. Okay, queen e7 would force a draw now. That would be the merciful thing for... Oh, there we go. Okay. Draw agreed. Well, draw forced. All right. Round 7 coming up here. So looking at the top standings, Crypto Chess. Probably playing Jeffrey Zhang. We're playing the Green Giant 1990. FM from Germany. Thank you, Sidetracked Owl. Let's try to get this one, guys. I get the white pieces, double white. I'm going to play bishop f4 here. Bit of an offbeat system. But black is playing also in a slightly offbeat way, so I feel I'm justified in doing this. Let's play bishop e2. Yeah, I just had the idea of playing bishop f4 when this pawn lands there. Okay, interesting. Now we have some definite exchange Slav or Slav Grunfeld similarities. Can take d5. I can also play c5 or maybe queen b3. All look reasonable. I think I'm going to take d5. Black could take either way, I think, knight or pawn. Is that a gray streak in my hair? I hope not, man. It's probably the lighting. Okay, bishop back to c3 or... Yeah. Let's play that. If I take d5, might allow black to simplify the position a little bit more, so... Try to take towards the center. Hey, Spare LOL. Well, thank you. Glad to hear that. Okay, let's just castle. Probably h3 coming up. I feel like this is a slightly better position for me. Nothing major, though. Okay, you might be looking for knight e4, so I may want to address that. I can play h3 first, though, I think, before making a decision. He'll probably play bishop f5, if I had to guess. And then I'm thinking perhaps knight d2. Knight d2 or bishop h2. Knight d2 may invite too many trades, would be my concern about that. Yeah, bishop h2 keeps more pieces on board. A little bit more complicated. Let's do it. Just so knight e4 never comes with tempo on the bishop. Okay, so he plays that. So I'm going to take. Let's play here. He's willing to part with his light square bishop. I feel like I got to take him up on that. Let's do it. Okay, like this position, 2 bishops. Slight grip on the position. 2 center pawns to black's 1. Let's get this minority attack going. Look for b5, try to create a weakness in black's position. Thank you, Iron Bricktop. Okay, so b5, he might take the pawn and try to hold on to it, but I don't think he'll succeed in that in the end. So let's go ahead and push b5. Could try to prepare this a little bit more, but I think it's fine. If he takes, rook b1. So he's going to agree to play with a weakness here. Seems like I stand a very good chance of winning this pawn, though. So let's take. Take again. Man, this is some real technical stuff here, guys. It's going to be a hard pawn for black to hold, though. Now I can even play this move. Thanks to this bishop guarding the b8 square. He can't play rook b8, so he's going to straight up lose the pawn now. Probably knight back to d5. These are fun positions to play because unless you blunder absolutely catastrophically, you're just playing for 2 results, as they say. Okay, could try to force a rook trade here, but I think I'd like to keep rooks on the board. So I'm going to play my rook back, maybe look for bishop f3, guard the back rank. His dark square bishop's kind of bad too, so I feel like that's something I can play against in the long run. Let's go here. Do I want to trade my light square bishop for his knight? I think that's an important decision. Because I can isolate his pawn, I'm kind of tempted to do that. I think I will. And then I'm thinking bishop, maybe e5? Or f4? Let's play bishop f4. Giving me the 7th rank. That seems suspect. Okay, well, let's make sure he can't move for the moment. Bishop d6 runs into rook g7. Okay, check. King f8, I take. He takes e5. I should be able to win that ending because I'm threatening rook h8 as well. Maybe it's not quite over at that point. Could play bishop f6 as well here. Okay, so if I take, he takes, I take. King back to g8. No, that's got to be winning. I have rook e7 there. Rook e7, do this. He's going to play for d4. Okay. Let's take that. Try to connect my pawns. I will say it's a little bit tricky just because I have to make sure I don't lose the e5 pawn, but ultimately should be winning. He offered a draw, but of course we're not going to take that. Just going to play rook f2 first and foremost. I wonder if he can play g5. He may try it, but... Okay, let's play h4. Rook here. I think I can just get my rook to f6 and play h5. Is probably the easiest way to win this. Yeah, and win the f5 pawn. Good little transformation. Get 2 connected pass pawns. Check. e5 and then rook e5. That looks fine. E6 rather. Get the rook behind the pawn. Yeah, if he trades, total win here. Okay, I think that was reasonable technique. Just won the pawn and ground him down. Let's just promote. All right. So 3.5 out of 7. Fighting back to an even score so far. The few rounds remaining. I think black had to try for g5 somewhere. And arguably I should have played h4 before that. I mean, I might be winning. Well, let's say right here. If black plays g5, I might still be winning here. If takes and takes. But my pawns are doubled. It's probably going to be a little tougher. So maybe I should have played h4 before that. And then done this plan. But overall, I think it was a pretty good game. Decent technique there. Won the pawn, and yeah, I might have kept my light square bishop longer against their knight, but he offered to isolate his pawn on d5. And then I feel like I have an absolute grip on the position right here, so, you know. He's actually almost in a zugzwang, because he needs his rook to guard this. I might play this. I guess he could play bishop h6 perhaps, but it feels like he's slowly going to lose. All right, let's get a game up here. Crypto chess in wonderful time. Got to watch crypto chess. Okay, crypto chess is losing. Probably won't even see a bishop and knight checkmate because black has 2 pawns, so it's not like white can sacrifice their rook for both of them easily. Also, I see Hikaru in the mix. Let's put up Hikaru's game. Hikaru is losing, it looks like. Yeah, I think black can just take on a7 here. That's what I would have done. Okay, so we know Hikaru is not happy right now. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, guys. 3 more rounds left. Oh man, Hikaru is still defending this position. What happened here? Okay, now he's losing because black's going to check and go take the rook. I was surprised he held out for that long, to be honest. Okay, and Crypto Chess did go down against Wonderful Time. And here we are, round 8. Okay, playing Rojan R. Russian FM. Let's do it, guys. Try to finish strong here. Okay. I gotta win a game with the Scandi today. It's imperative. Absolutely imperative. This variation. Tricky one. Tricky business. I like to fianchetto the kingside bishop here. Yeah. See, people are way more wise as to how to play against the queen a5 Scandi nowadays than they were back when I was playing this frequently from the black side, like in the 2000s. People just weren't as wary when it came to black's setup and how to counter it. Okay, let's play a5. But yeah, these d3 approaches are surprisingly kind of tough to deal with for black. Queen c1, interesting move. Let's play knight d5 against that. Try to stop bishop f4. He trades. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's take this way. And maybe queen here. Try to guard the d6 square still. A little bit underdeveloped, but hopefully I can compensate for that somehow. I do have the 2 bishops. Knight's coming to g3 most likely. Bishop e4, knight d2, I'm guessing. Could play knight d7. Bishop e4 tempting. Nah, let's just develop. Complete development. Pull this here. Hey, BJH. He might want to trade the dark square bishops, but it looks like he's not going to play like that. Okay, we'll go here. Knight b6 maybe. Knight b6, he'll play b3 probably. Maybe f6. This is sort of a weird looking move. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm thinking trying to organize bishop f7. Because probably stuff is going to come to the e-file. And now take, or maybe send the queen out somewhere, but probably take. Yeah, let's take. Oh, an anonymous gifter just gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you, anonymous gifter. To Fishhead, HDNK, Hatipo, Wiz, and Ravel. Thank you. Let me figure out how I'm going to navigate this position. Knight f8. Also thinking about... Let's play knight f8. Not a whole lot going on at the moment. He wants rook e7. Rook e7. Fair. Queen here, rook e7, rook e8. Could lead to trades. Guess that's fine. Let's do that. Do I lose the b6 pawn at the end? Maybe not. I could play b6, I guess. Or the a5 pawn, I mean. So here... Because I didn't want that rook to land on e7, unless I could trade for it immediately. 2K Hunters, thank you for subscribing. 3 months. So yeah, if he takes here, I take e1, knight takes e1, knight takes d7, and importantly on bishop here, I can play b6. Okay, so he trades there. Interesting. Is he going to try for bishop c7 after this? He might. Okay, I'm going to keep the queens on the board. He doesn't go for that. Okay. So let's play this back. Now bishop c7, I can just take it. Maybe this? Could take, but then he has knight h4. Looks a little bit annoying. Although knight h4, queen g4. Okay, I gotta play faster. I'm gonna take. But yeah, g5 was also a decent option, I think. But we'll play it like this. I think he sees that knight h4 is going to run into this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, what's the deal here? This is a double attack. Just take this? He takes and then knight f5. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing the compensation. Oh, is he going to play f3? F3, I have bishop e6, though. I feel like my queen should not get trapped. I also have knight e6, too. Knight e6 may be the way to save the day here. Yeah, attack the bishop. If the bishop runs away like c7, I think queen g5 is pretty reasonable in this position. Yeah, let's do that. He might be able to win a couple pawns, but I am up a piece ultimately. I didn't have to play queen g5 right away, but I felt kind of uncomfortable with my queen position. Okay, let's go here. Bring this in. Take f5, he's going to check. Let's play h6. Really got to be careful about the time, though, now. But I can play bishop g8 is what I'm thinking. Now bishop g8 to hold. Bishop d6, maybe king h8 first. Just stop any bishop f8 business here. Weird position. Now maybe just go after g2, huh? Like check. Threaten mate. If he plays king h3, he's going to get mated in 2. Okay, this is mate. What a weird endgame. Or semi-middle game. But yeah, I saw a calculation here. If king h3 trying to attack my knight, I can play this. King takes h4, queen h2, checkmate. Thanks to my pawns controlling all these squares. Weird. I really thought he was going to trade queens and then just try to pick off some pawns right here. So play queen takes g5 and then knight takes h5 and go after the a5 pawn. He's going to have, I guess, only one pawn for the piece. Maybe that's why he didn't do it. I thought he would have 2 pawns, but I did take that pawn on h5 earlier. Okay, on a bit of a streak. Up to 4.5 out of 7. I will take it. Yeah, I've won 4 games in a row now, after starting with half out of 4. Or, actually, sorry, it's 4.5 out of 8, I should say. Didn't change the round number. Okay, let's go to Jeffrey versus Faruja. Jeffrey won on move 29. Quick crush. Knight g6 coming. Yeah, the Swiss Super Gambit, right? Wow. What was this opening? Some sort of Pirtz, King's Indian sort of thing? Jeffrey Zhang, who I just saw recently at Junior High Nationals in Texas. I got to interview him, actually. It was pretty cool. Let's check out Wonderful Time. Wonderful Time wins the game. I am amazed Wonderful Time is still an IM. They seem incredibly strong. Like, people say strong IM. Like, some of you guys say I'm a strong IM, which I'd probably dispute right now. I think I'm a pretty middle-of-the-road IM. But Wonderful Time is a strong IM. Who else can we check out here? Okay, this looks like a draw. White has a slightly better end of it here. Definitely better end of it, but still looks like a draw. Black just has to guard g6. Don't blunder stuff like bishop f5, knight takes h5. Don't ever see how white's going to win g6. Do I like college football? I watch occasionally. It's not my favorite sport to follow, but yeah, I watch a little bit. Keep an eye on the standings here. So this player, Gandhi Vam 2003. I don't know who that is. British Virgin Islands flag. And Jeffrey and Wonderful Time, pretty crowded at the top. Yeah, Crypto Chess lost that game that we saw earlier, but they are on 7 out of 8. Still a great score. Same with Andrew Tang. Also, Platty 3 in the mix was 7 out of 8. This game was drawn. How many more games do we have remaining? John, if a student started at 1500 at the start of the year and worked at their game all year round, what rating increase would you consider good progression? Well, I think as always it's going to depend on a lot of things. I mean, are we talking, first of all, about 1500 online rating or tournament rating? I don't know that you should be aiming for rating gain necessarily. I think focusing on study goal. Whoa, g4. Well, I guess white had no other moves than g4. Whoa, black lost on time. They were just so taken aback by g4 they lost on time. Wow. Yeah, black should be winning here. But yeah, I would focus more on study goals. But if you're adamant about setting a rating goal, I think 100 to 200 rating points would be quite good, especially for tournament ratings. But it's again going to depend on a lot of stuff. I mean, first of all, like how often you're playing. Okay, FM Zed Keel. Let's stick with d4. I seem to be doing well with d4. Hey, Z Hicks. Good to see you, Zach. I've been doing well. How about you? Okay, Queen's Gambit. A QGA. All right, I'm going to play knight f3, just rule out e5. Probably play with e3. RPG asking about tactics. How many tactics to do? I don't know you as well as, maybe I should to give that advice, RPG. I mean, tactics are always a good return on your time invested, but if you feel you're doing too much and you want to scale back and work on, say, actual analysis of your longer games, that's always a good thing to do if you don't do that already. How do I want to play this, by the way? Think about knight c4, but I wish I had my bishop elsewhere. I think I messed up my bishop placement slightly for this system. Let's play queen e2 first. So yeah, RPG, to answer that question, I probably have to know a little bit more about you, even though I see you on stream all the time. Okay, let's play a5. Knight c4 or maybe bishop a4. Bishop a4 looks interesting. I'm going to try to activate my bishop, although maybe he can at some point take. Can't do it right away, Okay, as long as I play this, I feel like this is probably all right. Guard this. Maybe bishop d5. I'm not sure. Okay, let's play bishop to d2. There's bishop takes f3 would be interesting here. I'd like to get my rook to c1 quickly, but if black really wants to try to mess up my structure, they might consider that. Yeah, and he does. Probably a good option. I'm thinking about taking with the queen and maybe sacking a pawn. Queen takes, take here, rook f c1. Try for some activity. I think I'm going to try that. Looks kind of interesting. Let's do it. So I need to guard my knight. I like the potential for my bishops. If black takes here, I can maybe play just bishop takes. Knight b6, I guess, is also a threat in this position. Maybe I'll play that instead. And knight b6 here. What does black play against knight b6? Queen e5 or something? I was getting kind of sharp. Let's do it. I guess it's not an exchange sacrifice. Oh, they can take there with check. Okay, interesting. I forgot about that check in between move. Now I gotta be careful because bishop c5 might be coming. So maybe how to king? King f1 perhaps? No, that allows queen takes h2. Okay, this is complicated. I'm not sure who's better here. And I missed that this was coming with check. Always a sequence interrupter in between move checks like that. But yeah, still very sharp position. Queen d6 makes sense. I can just play to win back the pawn if I want, like bishop e3, which actually looks fairly annoying for black. Bishop e3. Or I can take a8 and allow queen takes d2. That I'm less sure about. There's also bishop f4. Man, so many options here. Let's play bishop e3. Knight e5, another move I didn't anticipate. So if I take, there's queen, knight g4, I guess. Fair enough. There's knight h5, man. I do not know what's happening here. Knight g4, I'm going to play queen g1. Looks pretty awkward, but... Plays that knight to g4. Okay. Step here. Knight g4, queen g3, I suppose. Or queen g1, which square? I better try to get the queens off the board, even though I'm kind of allowing black to escape with extra material. If I can get at a6, I have a decent chance here, I feel. Trying for like this, maybe. Just coordinate in general. Let's go here. Attack. I feel like I gotta stop bishop d4, so I'm gonna try this. Oh, does he have rook c8 now? Rook c8's annoying. Okay, fortunately he didn't play that. Could check here, but my king's gonna run, I guess, is what I'm gonna try. Still breathing here, but it's tricky stuff. Oh, I'm in check. Did not even see that. Yeah, rook d8 should be a good move here. Bishop d8 also looks fine. Okay, try to stabilize, I suppose. Clock as a weapon? Anyone? All right, gotta take and try. He's gonna sack, yeah, makes sense. Ooh, okay. Well, maybe some outside chances to draw this endgame. If I really employ some savviness here. Definitely not optimistic, but, you know, can try. Let's try to trade a pair of pawns at least. Problem is he has a pretty healthy structure. Yeah, e5 should be good here. Hard for me to oppose that. He'll play e4 check most likely to give himself the most options. And king e5. Yeah, especially with the b3 pawns being on the board, or the b3, b4 pawns. This is just a win. And it's a win even without the pawns, actually. Yeah, bring this up here. Okay. Yeah, tough one. I think the complications after he took on f2 were just not in my favor. Like I said, I missed that move was possible. So, yeah, I probably should have just played bishop takes e3 in hindsight. Just play this and then look for a counterplay. I think that was like a blitz mistake, too. I should look to keep the initiative more than entertaining the crazy complications. And I think he played it pretty well after that. I didn't see a whole lot of chances, even when it got kind of low on the clock. I mean, once we get to this point, I think it's pretty tough. Yeah, I could take f2 here. What did I not like about this? Bishop c5, I think, is what I didn't like. Although here, maybe I can take... My king is open. Doesn't feel nice, but... The T let me down? Yeah, I think my setup in the opening was a little bit suspect. I think if you're going to go for this a4 plan, it's better to retreat the bishop to e2 to do it, so you can, at some point, maybe get your bishop on this diagonal, or have the option of bishop takes f3 in many cases. On the 16th move, why not play knight takes a8? Yeah, I could try that there. I think you mean... Wait, let me reload this. see where it was. I think you mean on the 18th move here? Yeah, I could play this, but I felt like after queen takes d2, I might be in trouble. He seems very active, but in hindsight, this might have been a better try. I saw some line like rook d1 attacking the queen. Queen takes here, takes, and then I think he can just take back because I can't take here due to this. Maybe I can start attacking his queen. It's still kind of complicated, but let's see. Wonderful Time. Wonderful Time beat Jeffrey Zhang. Wow. Okay. Andrew was playing Plaid e3. Andrew won. Ooh, he's going to be on, what, 8 out of 9? Wonderful Time on 8.5, though. Are we going to see Wonderful Time versus Andrew? Because Crypto Chess is the one who beat Andrew, but Wonderful Time. Okay. Thanks, Poor Beer. Says, keep grinding. 5-card draw says, I am eagerly awaiting 1d4 Keep It Simple by Selecki. Really wanted a simple d4 system. Yeah, I'm really curious what Christoph has cooked up with that repertoire as well. I think that'll be out pretty soon. Lolly says, John, just finished the Dvoretsky. I assume you mean Dvoretsky's Endgame Manual on Chessable. Very nice content you guys made. Now I'm learning the whole book. All right. Oh, you went through the important positions. I see what you're saying. Those blue positions in the book. In the print version, they're blue. Awesome. Yeah, now you can tackle it. It's a tough book, so kudos to you for going through that. What other games do we have left? Just this game. Yep, 2 Title Tuesday regulars here. Vasily Korchnor and Shant Sargsyan. Really strong IMs. Again, strong IMs, that term. White trying to draw this. I think White should succeed in that. I mean, Black's king is not safe at all. Pretty hard to see how Black would win this position. Queen g3, no checkmate, but lots of checks. This one might go a while, though. Chola Riker says, Wonderful Time, whose name is Tuan Min Lee, has a standard rating over 2,500 as well, so he'll probably be a GM soon. Yeah, I think I've seen that before, that his FIDE rating is over 2,500, so maybe just trying to get one last norm or something. Yeah, he's very, very good. Okay, King g2. Probably White will resume checking or just waiting. Can Black check and try to force the White king out somewhere vulnerable? I mean, Black is up a lot on the clock here, but not sure how much of a difference it's going to make. Now, that being said, if Black checks here, I wonder which way White's going to go with their king. Probably to the center, if I had to guess. Okay, f3. So now Black's always threatening a back rank checkmate. So presumably White's just going to go check, 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 check. Pretty hard to escape these checks, though, without losing the f3 pawn. Yeah, like king g5, queen g3, or queen g4. King f7, queen here. Should just be a draw. Lolly says, why not just f3 and try to checkmate the king? Yeah, exactly like we're seeing here. So last round coming up. I'm on an even score, 4.5 out of 9. Let's see if we can end, hopefully on a positive score. That'd be great, especially after the start I had. Approaching move 150 in this game. Not much for Black to do here, though. Do I ever use that board behind me? The one over here? I do if I'm going to some sort of place where I need a demonstration board, like a school or a club or something, but pretty rarely these days. Problem with this position is, where do you send the king? I mean, where is it even helpful for you? Where does it have cover, and where are you sending it? And even after you escape the checks, still don't really have a threat with the rooks doubled on the f-file. You can try rook h5 like you just did and, again, resume a back rank threat, but just looks like white has a bunch of checks here. Unless black does something really fancy to get out of these checks. Queen d3. Are we going to see something miraculous here? Check again. Check on e8 or e6. Does a check reset the 50 move count? No, it does not. Yeah, so the last, it's only a capture or a pawn push that resets the 50 move count. And, whoa! White lost on time. Was it a losing position, though? Wow, white did run out of checks with rook h1, and the queen attacked. Unbelievable. Whoa, credit to Sargsyan's determination there to win that position. I was really not expecting that. Okay, target A from India. Let's play knight f3. Just try to play something simple. Tory attack. Played this a lot in the past. I like it. It's fun to play. It's pretty easy. Don't have to know a boatload of theory. Tempted to take that pawn on c5. I could try it. Let's go for it. Let's see what you got, target A. It's kind of an ideal time to take this. Black can't easily get it back. If knight d7, I can play knight b3. Final round. A special shout out to those who've watched this entire thing, either live now or in the future. I know it was a rough start, but thanks for sticking with me. All right, at least I got him thinking a little bit how to get compensation here. I might play b4 later, but I also might just leave the pawn on c5 and have open the option of knight b3 to support the pawn. I may have some pressure on d5. Okay, he plays e5, makes sense. Let's just castle. He might chase me, h6 followed by g5. Should I take? Kind of tempted to take and then play e4. Let's do that. Seems simpler than letting him play g5 and get some pawn storm going on the king side. Okay, we're definitely going to take here. Now, this feels pretty good for me, because if I can contain his d-pawn, I feel like I should have a nice position. H3 would be nice, but then d3 will be played. So blockading on d3 seems most logical. Let's do that. He might play knight b4. I can play queen d3, I suppose. 2 bishops versus 2 knights, but extra pawn. Pretty valuable. A3 seems helpful here. Let's play it. Stop knight b4. Also prop up pawn b4. Knight c4 I'm considering. Knight c4, queen e7, knight b6 perhaps. Let's play rook c1 first, though. Let's go queen a4. Thanks, Raburn. Okay. I think knight c4, even though it allows some simplifications, seems like a decent idea. Like, he can take here and then try to play knight e5 after that, but I like the look of my play, especially if I can get a bishop to d5 after that. Yeah, let's take with the bishop. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed d3. I'm not sure about that. I can play b4 if he does that. Might have been better to take with the queen, though. Okay, so he's letting me play bishop d3 if I want. Which I think I should do. Knight e5, take, bishop takes, and then g3. Okay, so he no longer has the bishop pair. That's helpful. Rushing with the g-pawn. Maybe queen d1. And if g4, I'm thinking knight h4, try to use the f5 square. Queen d1 helps me play g3 as well. I'd really like to kick that queen away. It's pretty annoying. Use the T as a weapon? Well, I'm out of T, so that's going to be tough. I'll try, though. Okay, g3. Now, let's bring the king up, first of all. Don't really want to take on e5 yet. Don't want his knight coming in there. So he drops that back, okay. Getting in b4 would be helpful. But maybe first go rook c4. Then he has g4, I guess. A little bit annoying. That might be decent, though. I'm going to try it. I'm inducing g4 here. g4, knight h4, knight e5, rook c2, something like that. I really want to go b4. This is my whole point with this operation. Can think about playing a4, I suppose. a4, knight f5. Okay, seems I'm going to get this in. This is helpful. Maybe he'll play b6 or something after a trade. b6, I have rook a2. Rook a2 or... Interesting position. I'm going to let him take on c5 if he wants. I'm kind of curious if he's going to go for that. Otherwise, if he moves his bishop back, maybe rook here. Okay, he doesn't move it. Yeah, let's play like this. Just kind of annoying along the 6th rank. This bishop is definitely bad here. Okay, queen over. Let's jump this knight in. Let's play queen here. I up h6. Now I should be threatening to take. Oh, did I blunder that? It's sharp now. Takes. Okay, can I take here? Feel like I might get mated if I do. Yikes. Okay, let's play c6. Sharp stuff here. I think I'm in good shape now, though. Take. There, I saw a mating net at the last second. Otherwise, I would have taken, but I think it was very good I didn't do that. Because now I should be winning. Take. And queen. Whew. I'll show you guys that mating net in a second. Check this line out. Okay, so I missed that he could take on e4. I was wondering why he was giving up his nice knight, but okay, here. So this move at first sight looks crushing. And maybe there's multiple problems with this, but the line that flashed across my brain here was take here, and now this. And this is a threat, and thanks to this pawn, I'm in big trouble. I mean, if I play f3 or h3, I'm going to get mated. Like h3, he can do this little mating net. And if f3, it's immediate mate, rook e2. I see I can take h6 with check. Oh, I can take h6 with check and then promote with check. Okay. That was not something in my calculations. But that's why I didn't go for that. Okay. All right. Well, I'm very happy to get that final win. To finish with a positive score, 5.5 out of 10. That's respectable. You know, I always say that I aim for a positive score in Title Tuesday. So after a 0-3 start, I will take it. Wow, Andrew won. Did he win the tournament? I think he won the tournament. Yes, unless someone can catch him from one of these players. 9 out of 10. Look at this concluding tactic. Rook h8, deflection idea. Try to get the king to h8, which will be forced, and then knight takes f7. Looks like Andrew's patented London system. Wow. Just ran him over. Yeah. Wonderful time, was trying to hold out, but too much pressure in the end. Yep. Rook e8, blunder, rook h8, game over. Niall, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. Let me pull up my Streamlabs here. I think I'm a little bit behind on some of the alerts. Yeah. Niall, thanks for the 4,000 bits and also the subscription, 5 months. And Tech741, I missed this a bit earlier apparently, donated $10. Hopefully you're still there, Tech741. I'm sorry I missed that alert. Says, I appreciate and enjoy all the YouTube content. My favorites are ones where I learn the most. Climbing the rating ladder, standard games, and lessons. Steve. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Also, Stevenson2405 cheered 1,000 bits earlier. Thank you, thank you. All right. We'll just stick around and see the final games here. I think this game could affect the standings, but it's drawn. Okay. Anything else? Alexander Moskalenko. This is probably the only game that could possibly affect things, but even if these players, one of them wins, they get to 8 only. So congratulations to Andrew Tang, my former student Andrew Tang, teammate on the Minnesota Blizzard. We live about 20 minutes away from each other here in Minnesota. Awesome to see him finally win a Title Tuesday. And like I was saying, he was not streaming, so I wonder if that really helped him, the fact that he wasn't streaming this event. Okay, I'm going to log off now, guys, so thank you all for watching. Truly appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll try to play Title Tuesday next month in June. Like I said, I have another YouTube video coming out tonight featuring a classic game presented on a physical set. And maybe I'll stream again soon, guys. Thanks to everyone who watched, subscribed, donated. Thanks, guys. All right. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. I'll see you guys later. Bye.